Now, I bought the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 in December 2014, so pretty much a year ago. And as you can see by the display here on the table, I do like my covers. So let's take a look at the individual cases that I've bought during the last 12 months and see how they stack up and what I think about them, what I like about them, and what I don't like about them. Here we go with number 1. Now, the most frequently used case in my case, which is funny, is not actually a case, because it's this battery cover. It's a wireless charging cover. I'll show it to you here too, because this camera on my right is actually to show you a few more details. So this battery back cover is the Samsung S charger cover, and it makes the phone a little thicker. This is the normal back cover. Let's take that off and put on the other one. So very easy to install. I like that. Is that on? Yeah, it's on completely. So it does make the phone a little thicker because it's, well, it has wireless charging components. And you need this one as well. This is the S charger pad wide, which you use to wirelessly charge your phone. So you just put that on there and beep, it's charging. Once you connect power, which I haven't here, so don't worry. This is the main thing I use for home and even sometimes in the office. But a second wireless solution that I also like is the S Charger View Cover, is what it's called. Pretty much installs the exact same way, but it does have a front, well, door, I guess. And once it's closed, as you can see here, you have your own software options, which is really nice, especially the camera. I like that a lot, because this way you can hold your phone and make video, which is much easier than holding it on the sides. One thing you have to watch out for is that the video is actually in 1:1 aspect ratio. So yeah, you gotta watch out for that. But it's very nice. The only downside I have with this cover is that you can't see the notification lights in the top left corner, which is very annoying because I really, really like those. Now let's install the standard cover again. I just hope my cat doesn't jump on the table because she's running around right now. So if that happens, I'm sorry in advance. So which one are we gonna take a look at next? Now we take a look at this leather cover from Coin Keeper, I think they're called. As you can see here, the fit is perfect. You can have access to all the buttons you need, all the slots, and also of course the pen, camera, speaker. I have to think what all of these things are called. Well, it's a very nice looking, very sleek and very form-fitting cover. Yeah, I like it. But I can't see the notification lights, and when you open it, it doesn't automatically turn on the screen like this one did. So it's a very cheap and no frills cover that does the job well, but it's not my favorite. If I were to go to like a casino where I would wear a suit, that maybe then I would use it for this occasion because it just fits. It's a very nice black sleek cover that would fit perfectly in a suit. Next up we have, let's take this one, the Urban Armor Gear for the Note 4. I like it and I hate it all at the same time. As you can see, over the last 12 months, this thing has not remained straight. It's bent a little, but it fits the Note 4 perfectly. But it's a very stiff cover, so sometimes you have some trouble taking the phone back out of the cover, because that's not as easy here. But it does fit nicely. It goes over the rim here a bit, so you can lie it down on the table without scratching the screen, which is very nice. Same thing for the camera. You can't scratch the camera with this, so that's very well protected. It makes the phone bigger a lot. I mean, no, I have one cover that actually is worse than this one when it comes to increasing the font size. But it's nice. You have you have access to all the ports. That's what I wanted to say. And you also, of course, volume and power button. So as you can see here, no problem. Access to everything. But if you're a guy like me that likes to switch cases a lot, because that's why I have so many, I like to switch around. This cover is not the easiest to get off. I'm almost afraid to snap my phone in half sometimes when I take this off. Right now it's stuck on the bloody power button. So if you have this cover and you cover case, I don't know if cover is the right term in English, but I'm just using it automatically. If you have this case and you don't take it off in a few weeks or never, then you can easily go for it. You have access to everything and it's really fitting. So good cover, but if you're like me and take it off often, then no, don't, stay away. You'll be breaking your fingers or your phone. Next up, something that's very similar to the Urban Armor Gear, but it's more soft on the inside, as you can see here. It's very nice gray, not just black like the Urban Armor Gear. You have access to all the ports. Let's put the phone in. It makes the phone not as big as the Urban Armor Gear. As you see, the Urban Armor Gear makes it a little bigger, a little higher actually. But it does make the phone a lot thicker, because in the back here you have this little credit card storage where you can, as far as I know, I think fit up to 2 cards, like credit cards, bank cards, debit cards, whatever you have, which is a very nice feature. I don't really use it that much because I have my wallet anywhere, but yeah, it's nice to have. Nice good in the hand. You have access to everything as always. I mean, I haven't found a cover yet that denies you access to the most important functions of the phone, but in general I really like this cover, even though it makes the phone even thicker. But that also means, at least for my hands, it just lies in the hand a little more firmly, a little more securely, which is nice. Let's take it out. Another very good thing about this cover is it's way easier to take off than the Urban Armor Gear. But it sits as perfectly as the Urban Armor Gear. It's just more flexible. Which makes it easier to bend off the phone without breaking your phone. Now, let's go with the the strangest one, the Alienwork Armor King, I think it's called. A stainless steel design freak, I would like to call it. But it has its uses. At least I think so. It's very easy to put the phone in and to take it back out. The case holds itself closed here with this little suction cup, which works nicely but leaves a little stain on the screen for those of you who don't like it. I like the buttons here. They look so kind of like industrial, and they're very easy to find and very nice and clicky. You have access to everything as usual. And yeah, it's a bit of a design freak, but if you have this lying on the table in front of you, people are going to ask questions. Mostly, what the hell is that? But they're going to ask questions. So if you like to have a little attention because of the tech you carry, it'll do the job. I promise you. Now let's remove it again from the case, which is very easy, and I like it for it. I love cases where you can just take the case of the phone out easily. You have to watch out with this little locking metal here because it's very thin and very easy to bend. But yeah, design freak, but nice anyway. Now, the case with the biggest history of love and hate relationship I've ever had. The, what's it called? Unicorn Beetle with the attached sub case. I think that's the Unicorn Beetle sub case. That's the entire name, I think. This is a belt. You can clip that on. And the case itself is wonderful and terrible all at the same time. It's very nice because you actually have these rubber covers here for all the ports, even the pen, which is nice, but which is also the bane of my existence because this thing is so hard to take off, especially for someone like me who doesn't have any nails. This is just impossible sometimes. Come on. Sometimes I just have to rip it out there because it just gets so frustrating. And I'm always worried when I put the phone in like this or from the bottom that I'm gonna scratch my screen here. So I don't know what's up with that. The phone is off. Well, not, the screen isn't on, I mean. So yeah, you pretty much have to scratch your screen a little. At least that's what it feels like. I don't have actually any scratches from this case, but it just feels strange to have these plastic knobs here and scratch it across your screen. It just feels stupid. And then you put it in, and the good news is once it's in, let me just do all the detail work. Yeah, once it's in, and it's gonna stay in, which is a good and a bad thing because you have all those ports covered, which is very nice against dust. It doesn't say anything about water protection, but dust, very nice. The power button is a little recessed so you can feel it, kinda, not really perfectly. Same with the volume buttons, but it fits very nice, and it also covers the screen when you lay it upside down. Problem is, it's a bitch to take off, a real bitch, at least for me. Also, the reason why I don't generally like covers with those cases with those covers, this thing here, is because you have to bend it open with one hand and then stick the cable in. Because this, of course, doesn't use wireless. So that's a two-handed job that almost needs 3 hands. At least that's my experience. Maybe you're better with your hands, I don't know. But let's try and take it off, because sometimes this is really a bitch. So if you are like me, you have several covers and you like to change up things, then you're not going to be very happy with this one, because this is not easy to get off. Ow! I almost break my fingers every time I do that. One thing about the belt attachment is it fits in there perfectly nice and holds very well, so you can't really rip it out. So if this is on your belt, you're not gonna lose it. What I would have liked to see is that you can put it in the other way around, which is not possible. So if you have some way to affix it to a wall maybe, or I have these metal struts on my bed and I would like to put this in here to have the phone facing out, you can't do that, unfortunately. I had a cover for the HTC One, the first one, the M7 I think it was, that did that, and that was nice, and this one doesn't do it, so it's not nice. Up to the last contender. This is, what's it called? The iBlazon, let me just look it up here on the computer. If I find it. Oh, there it is. The iBlazon Prime Series Dual Layer Holster for the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. This is my daily driver since I bought it. Whenever I'm out of the house, I usually either have the wireless back cover or this thing. That's what I'm going with the last, I don't know, few months. So first you have this outer shell for the phone itself, which is very nice and flexible. Very easy to take off and to put it on. But it's still very form-fitting, so that's a very nice material. It's rubber, you can just use it like this if you want to, or you put on the exoskeleton, as I like to call it. And then you have a nice little stand in the back. So you can actually put this thing down and watch a movie, or whatever you want to watch on a device, on a mobile device. I don't really do that, but it's nice to have in a pinch if you want it. And it also has this nice little belt clip, which is less thick than the other one, the one I showed you before, the, what's it called? A unicorn Beetle. Right, so it fits, it holds very firmly to the belt clip, and the release is a little easier than on the unicorn, but same problem, you can't put it in screen side out. So you can clip it somewhere, but you can't do it with the phone facing outwards. and I'm not a big fan of that, but this is the one I use pretty much every day right now. So those are all the covers I have for my Samsung Galaxy Note 4. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, please give it a thumbs down and tell me why you liked or disliked this video. My name is Oliver. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.